Thank you. So, my wife and I have been married for 25 years. Well, 25 in about a month's time, the 25th of November. She will say 24 until the 25th of November. Me, January, that's it. We are in. That's how I roll. So we have been trained as lay marriage counselors. In fact, we have been trained as trainers of lay marriage counselors. What that means is we can come into your group and we can train a number of couples who themselves can become counselors for your group. Your group could be your church, could be your neighborhood, could be your workplace, but that's what we can do. Now, I'm also a certified life coach and a certified NLP, neuro linguistics programming practitioner. That means not only can I help you, to craft the kind of marriage that you deserve, that you want for your life, but I can help you to think differently about your life and craft for yourself the kind of life that you desire. Okay. I'm also an accredited workshops facilitator and a certified transformational events host. So, with all these competencies and experiences and skills, tonight I'm going to give you what will help you and put you on an amazing path, to a relationship that you will be, happy about. That will be happy. But first, I'm going to tell you a story. Okay. Let me do this for now. So, in at the beginning of 2026, my family and I moved from Gaborone, Botswana, to go and live in Pretoria, South Africa. We were there for 2 years. So at the end of 2018, we moved back to Gaborone. And when we moved back, we counted 5 couples whose marriages had ended in divorce in the 2 years we were living in South Africa. Now, 5 couples might not be a big number for you, but these were people that we knew personally. So that number was big for us. It made me feel like, what is going on? What is wrong? 5 couples that we personally knew. Statistics say that in Botswana, about 4,000 divorces are registered each year. 4,000. That's, for the population of Botswana, that's a staggering number. I mean, that means 11 couples, 11 divorce cases that are registered every single day, including Saturdays, Sundays, and public holidays. That is just mind-boggling for our population. Namibia is a little better, 1,400 divorce cases. Zimbabwe, 3,000 divorce cases per year. South Africa, 22,000 in a year. Zambia, okay, Zambia has the numbers, 35,000. But listen to this. Nigeria, over 400,000 cases of divorce registered in a year. Now, these numbers are scary, okay? In Botswana, they say that 43 to 46% of new marriages end up in divorce in the first couple of years of marriage. In South Africa, it goes up to 47%, but that's within the first 10 years. But that's almost half of the marriages that we attend, of the weddings we attend today. In 10 years, they will be no more. That's scary to think about. In Zambia, they say some marriages last months, but some last weeks. Can you imagine? What is happening? Well, the reason I'm telling you this is because I want you to know your place, and I want you to do what it will take to keep your place. What do I mean by your place? We often focus on the wrong statistics. We look at the 43 to 47% and we concentrate on those statistics, and that's where we end up. And we forget that there is a 53 to 57% of marriages that actually make it. And that's your place. Not only in the 57%, but at the top of that number, of marriages that are not just surviving, but thriving and creating the kind of union that will help the people around you. Let's call them your community. So that's where you belong. That's your place. Okay? So you are not a number, a statistic that will be forgotten. In fact, if you have a pen, take it out just now. I'm going to ask you to write something down. Something quite important. You are not a number that will be forgotten. You are a name that will be remembered. So I want you to write down, we are a name. And whether you are married or not yet, write under that statement, we are a name. Write that name. Write your surname under that statement. We are a name. You see, you are a name that will be remembered. That's your place. A name that will stay in the hearts and minds of the people that you love for a very long time, right? Now, they say it takes two to tango. All right? Let me put this back so that you are able to see my screen again. They say it takes two to tango. And they are right, It takes two people working on a relationship to make it work. Let me add, it takes one to dance. There was a time when the two of you were jollying and, life was good. Everything was happening and you were happy. You are still happy, I want to believe. But there came a time when you set a date and decided on this day, we are going to call our community, our friends, our neighbors, our colleagues, our family. And on this day, we will work with them and the two of us will become one name. Okay? And on that day, you decided that you will be one and your community had a party. They danced in celebration of that name. You see, just because the wedding day is yet still to come or the wedding day is far gone, years behind you, doesn't mean your community must stop dancing. Your name can still make your community dance, and that's what tonight is all about. Are you ready? Give me a yay if you are ready to go into this. Amazing, amazing. Thank you so much. Okay, so as we go into the first tool tonight, I'd like for you to do something with me here. This is what I call a squad. It's a squeeze and a nod at the same time. So please hold up your hands like this. Close your palms. Okay. Now I want you to squeeze those palms and release. Squeeze and release. All right. Squeeze and release. That's it. That's it. Thank you. You're doing very well. Now at the same time, I'd like you to squeeze, release, and then nod. Squeeze, release, and then nod. Amazing. Now, you're not going to hold your arms up. You're going to have them, sitting nicely, but ready to squeeze. The squeeze is for you. Okay? So as we go through what we are going through, I'm going to ask you to close your eyes in a minute. But while your eyes are closed, as you go through what we are going to be going through, if anything you hear me say makes you happy, Anything makes you smile. Anything makes you giggle. In fact, you can go ahead and giggle. Anything makes you warm inside or makes you, feel appreciated. I want you to squeeze and nod. The squeeze is for you to acknowledge to yourself that you are feeling something. Now, because I won't know what you are feeling when you are feeling it, the nod is for me, for you to tell me that you are feeling something, okay? So squeeze and nod at the same time. That's what I call a squad. Are you ready? Awesome. Okay, I'm going to ask you to go ahead and close your eyes right now and listen to my voice. All right? Close your eyes and listen to my voice. We're going to start with a breathing exercise. So if you can breathe through your nose slowly but very deep, and then hold the breath to breathe out through your mouth slowly and breathe all the air out until there is nothing left. Amazing. Let's take a second breath in through your nose slowly. Fill up with air and allow your stomach to expand. Hold it. And let it out through your mouth. Amazing. We'll take the third and last breath. Breathe in through your nose. And hold the breath. Awesome. Breathe it all out until there is nothing left in your lungs, in your body. Amazing. Now, with your eyes still closed, continue to breathe in and out normally, and as you listen to my voice. Breathe in and out slowly, normally, as you listen to my voice. Now, imagine that it's the two of you sitting side by side with your partner in a movie house. Okay, right there in front of you is this big, huge movie screen. And inside the movie house, it's just the two of you. Now, if you can find your partner's hand as your eyes are closed, you can go ahead and hold your partner. And if your partner should squeeze and end up squeezing your palm, don't pay attention to that. Allow it to be. And if your hand also decides to squeeze at that time, just allow your body to do what it wants to do. You are sitting there, the lights dim in the movie house until they are dim enough for a movie. And then some soft music begins to play. Remember this chord. Some soft music begins to play. And as it begins to play louder and louder to a comfortable volume, you realize, wow, that is our song. This is your favorite song, you and your partner. Then the music begins to go down slowly. And as the music goes down, right there on the screen, a word appears. The word spells loading. And then it begins to disappear again. Two new words appear in its place. It's loving legacy. And then they also begin to disappear slowly. And suddenly it's all quiet in the movie house. And then you see it. It appears all of a sudden. Boom, it's your name. That name that you wrote earlier. It's big, it's imposing, it's right across the screen. It's demanding of attention. It is your name. It's big right there. Remember, if anything makes you happy, remember this God. Your name begins to also disappear slowly. Thank you. Thank you for the nod. I can see the nod. And as your name begins to disappear very slowly, as if it's refusing to go, as if it's saying, this is my place, I belong here. But gradually it goes away. The music comes up very slowly again, and then on the screen appears a picture, a motion picture, a video, and you see that this is a picture of you. And not just any picture of you, but a picture of you on your wedding day. And you see how amazing you look. The picture only shows from the shoulders up, and you tell just how amazingly this person on the screen is looking. Wedding day you, with their shoulders held high, with their chin held confidently. You see the smile, you see your smile, you see your eyes, they are bright, they are telling a story. Your eyes are agreeing with your smile. And as you look at this wedding day you, thank you, I can see you are feeling it. Thank you for the nod, you are feeling it. Your smile is telling a story. And that story is clearly in this face of this person. And then a word or a phrase comes to your mind. The phrase that describes very accurately how wedding day you is feeling at this right moment. I want you to remember that word or that phrase. As you watch the screen, it zooms out and you realize, wow, actually, wedding day you is standing right in front of wedding day partner, your spouse, your partner. You look at this person. They are also smiling. Their eyes are bright, telling a story. It seems to be a similar story to the story in your eyes. You look at the way they are fitting so perfectly in their outfits. You look at their hair, very well made. And you think, wedding day you is thinking, wow, out of all the people in the world, this person right here in front of me chose me. And then you see the smile on wedding day you suddenly become brighter, suddenly become wider as you remember this chord. Another word comes into your mind, a new word that describes exactly what just made wedding day you smile even brighter. I want you to remember that word. Remember that phrase. The picture on the screen dims away. The music stops. And the lights in the movie room come up. But you keep your eyes closed. And as you keep your eyes closed, I want you to see the first word that described wedding day you's emotion. It's a word that is written in your favorite color. It's floating at the same distance as the movie screen, but it's beginning to grow. Every letter in that word grows and begins to merge into each other in your favorite color and becomes big and becomes one big blob that keeps growing towards you and encapsulates you completely and fills you up, completely covering you, covering you from head to toe. And you can feel that emotion in that color. And as you sit there feeling the emotion, the second word begins to do the same thing. Every letter in that word grows, becomes one big blob that keeps growing, pulls you in, gives you a big hug, draws inside of you. Every cell in your body can feel it. and feel that emotion. Every bone in your heart, in your brain, in your hair, in your toes, even your skin can feel that emotion. I want you to sit there and enjoy those two emotions as they swell and cover you up. Enjoy every bit of the emotion. Amazing. You are doing so well. Now bring your attention back to your seat and you can open your eyes. And back to your pen, if you can please jot down those two phrases, those two words, write them down, preferably in ink on your paper. If you don't have a paper, your phone is fine. I just want you to remember those two words. Now, we're going to do a very short break. It's going to be 3 minutes, okay? And then in this break, we'll do two things. I just need to take a bit of water, and I think some of you do. After that, height of emotion, you might need some. So two things you will do: refresh and return. All right? Refresh, take a sip of water, go to the toilet quickly, take a sip of wine. It's Monday evening after all, right? Or so that's refresh. Then return. Return is bring back an object that you can carry. It could be a cup, could be a calculator. So what this object is, it's something that represents the value that your partner brings to the relationship, the value that you want to, acknowledge tonight. It could be a calculator that represents, how educated your partner is, and that the value could be that, you are acknowledging that education as a value that they bring to the relationship. Okay. So an object could be a pot or a pen that represents the fact that they bring the food home. I don't know what it is that you want to bring, but refresh and return in the next 3 minutes. Are we good? Awesome. Thank you. 3 minutes and we're back. Let me try to see on my side. Yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe sometimes the cover is closed at the top of the screen. You could try
Yes.
to
No,
check.
no, no. I can switch it on. I'm just saying where I am in terms of location.
Oh, okay, okay, okay. Sorry.
Yes.
I misunderstood. That's okay.
Yes.
That's okay.
Thank you.
No, we appreciate that.
Okay.
All right. So are we ready to for the next part of this? Very good. Everybody amazing. I mean, okay, good, 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 good. So, what we are going to do next is, before we go into the next part, we're going to do a test. Okay, so I need you again to sit exactly the way you were seated earlier, and we're going to do a test. I'm going to ask you to close your eyes again and be ready to squeeze. All right. So if you can go ahead, close your eyes, have your hands ready to squeeze. And when I say give you the go ahead to squeeze, I want you to squeeze. So 3, 2, 1, squeeze. Okay. Now, if any of the emotions that you wrote down earlier come flooding back, I need for you to give me a nod. If any, as you squeeze, any, or even if it's just a related emotion, if it comes back, I need for you to give me that nod. I want you to see as you squeeze and release. Squeeze and that's it. You see, that's it. That's it. Okay. Thank you. You can open your eyes. You can open your eyes. So what we just did is we created for ourselves what is called an anchor. So you can use this anywhere at any time. You could be standing in a queue in a bank and you remember, man, I miss my person. And you decide, okay, squeeze my pounds. then you squeeze, the emotions will come back to you. Or you could be home and you're upset with your partner, and but you want to alter the way that you are thinking about them right now. So just sit back, relax, and squeeze. The emotions will come back. All right. So we call that an anchor. Now to the next one. Are we ready? Do you guys have an object? Each one of you. Okay, great. If you don't have your partner with you right now, that's okay. I just want you to imagine this. So I'm going to give everybody 30 to 45 seconds to do this. I need for you to now sit facing your partner. Face your partner and hold your object in your hand. By the way, this process is, I love the object. This process is described in the booklet that I sent in the email after you registered for the webinar. So it's called the value acknowledgement process. You can read up, the details, but we're going to do it just now. So what you're going to do is decide who is first. And so you will hold up your object. You will tell your partner what it is. It will be obvious what it is, but just tell them anyway. And then you will tell them what value it represents that you appreciate in them for tonight. Okay? What value tonight you're appreciating that is represented by that object. And then you will end your presentation by saying, I appreciate you, or saying, I love you, or saying, thank you. Now, your partner doesn't have to respond in any way. They can go on to do their presentation. But sometimes when you do this, your body just decides to do something. So allow your body to do whatever. It might be leaning in for a kiss. It might be doing a high five. It might be a hug, whatever it is. Allow your body to do what it wants to do. If it doesn't do anything, that's perfectly fine. Then you go ahead and do your presentation. So 1.5 minutes, 45 seconds each. Begin right now. Present, choose who's first, and present your object to your partner. I can see good things happening. Okay, when you're done, you can come back into the room. Amazing stuff. I'm seeing smiles and laughing. I'm seeing activity. I'm loving it. All right, so we are going to be concluding just now, but before we do that, I'm going to ask you two things. Um, um, I'm going to ask you if you can share briefly what you are feeling right now. Um, but before we get into that, as you compose your thoughts, please, if beyond today, this evening or tomorrow at the most, please don't leave it until it's too until you forget. If you can send me some kind of feedback. Okay, it could be text, it could be audio, it could be video, something that's will help me to improve these sessions and help me to reach more people. We're trying to change the world one couple at a time. So if you can do that for me, please. So we just went through two activities. The first one, we created an anchor. Just remember that you can use this anytime and anywhere, and you can vary and alter how this is. You can, remember, use the first date you had with your partner that convinced you that this person loves me. And you can use that instead of wedding day. The object, you can choose any object on your date night and decide this is what I'm going to use. Okay, so how are you feeling right now? Anyone wants to volunteer briefly?
Rapula, can I speak?
Yes, please. Go ahead, Charles.
Thank you. Thank you for that process and the whole journey that you took us on. Um, yeah, it certainly felt really nice and it feels good to, just have an intimate moment, on a Monday evening. We don't always make time. We know we should. And I think that's why we are here. We prioritize this, but I like the way that you created an anchor and also did something very different, finding an object that actually represents a value. So it's a lot of fun. We both had a lot of fun. I really enjoyed the cinema experience. It gave me some stuff that I never even thought about, and I was able to see a very clear picture, and yeah, it was just beautiful. Thank you very much. I'm very grateful that you
Hmm.
invited and share this wonderful work with people and with couples, and I do believe that this is very good medicine. So thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Charles. Anyone else just unmute and share
Yeah.
how you're feeling?
Yeah, Rapula, thank you. It was really great. I loved the idea of the object. I had to really think for a bit, and it was such a clever idea. Yeah. At the moment, I'm feeling very, yeah, I really enjoyed it, and it was a great moment, and it really, kind of happy. Yeah, yeah.
Thanks, Jane. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Hi, Rapula,
Hello, Esther.
and everyone. Yeah, oh, yeah, I'm still laughing now because with this object thing, um, I had the ways that I never thought my husband would tell me.
That's wonderful.
And he actually spoke my love language, and he gave me everything that I needed.
Wow.
So you I don't know what to say. I can't explain how I'm feeling right now. It's the feeling is just so intense. Yeah. Thank
Wow.
you.
Thanks for sharing. Thanks for sharing. The words are there. And I like what you're saying, Esther, that the words that you never thought he had, they are there in the subconscious. It takes something to bring them out. It takes something to bring them out. And they are there. They are there. And so the two tools that you just experienced today are ways of working on your subconscious to think better and improve your thinking about your partner. The more you do that, the more you tango together and do that, the more your community will dance. All right. So we call that, or at least I call it, let me put back my screen again. All right. So, oops. So that is what I call the value acknowledgement process. It's explained in the booklet that I sent you. And yeah, you can share it with your family and friends at will. Okay, so I want you to say this statement with me. It takes two to tango. It takes one to dance. Say it again. It takes two to tango.
It takes two to tango.
It takes one
It takes
to
two
dance.
to tango.
It takes one to dance.
That's right. When the two of you dance together, tango together, your community will end up dancing. They will continue to dance. All right? The question that I have for you tonight is, are you ready to dance? Are you ready to put in the work and
Yes,
dance?
yes, yes.
Amazing. Thank you for it. Thank you for that. Well, here's the thing. All of us know at least one couple, one other couple. Let me give you a challenge. If you are going to be making an impact in your community, you will need to share the things that you will learn. Okay? And one of those things is this webinar today. I'm going to, put this on my YouTube, and you can share the link with you. You can share the link with other people that may be helped. But you know what? You can also give them my contacts that are on your screen right now. Ask them to send me a message. In fact, you can send that feedback that I asked for earlier. That number is my WhatsApp number. You can send your feedback to that number or to my email address that is on your screen, and and share with them what you learned today, how it made you feel, and be on the lookout for more such webinars that you can invite them to. So I had an amazing time tonight. I hope everybody had an amazing time. From me and Renew and Reset with Rapula, we aim to renew minds, renew hearts, reset minds, reset hearts. And that's what I aim to do. Have yourself a good night, and thank you.
Thanks, Rapula.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Raps.
Thank you.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Bye-bye, everybody.
Thank you so
Thank you.
much.
Good night. Good
Thank
night.
you. Good night.
Good night.
Night.
Let me leave.